Good morning, Rock Solid. Good morning, Pebbles. Good morning, mummies and daddies. Good morning, visitors. Sorry that we weren't able to get the palm crosses to you last week, and they still haven't arrived. And because of Corona, we're not going to be able to drop anything off at your doorstep anymore. So I've given a list of things that you'll need for this morning to your mummies and daddies. So hopefully you have everything that you need for today. You can join in all the activities now as we watch the video, or you can just watch the video and do them later, whatever you want to do. Well done to everyone who did the M&M prayers through the week. Well done, that's really good. And an extra well done if you still remember the memory verse from last week. I'd love to see another video if you can still say it today. Okay, first up, we're going to do our challenge. Same as last week. In a minute, Mum and Dad, you need to pause this video while the kids rush off and find the word that I'm going to say. And then you need to get your phones ready, take a picture. The first picture that I receive, that family or that child wins. Well done, Hardings, for winning last week. Okay, in 3 seconds, I need you to find me a 1, 2, 3 piece of bread. Go and pause. Okay, well done. Next up is Biscuit Disciples. You can join in now, but you'll have to pause and join in and sort of do it in bits and pieces. Or you can just watch it through and do it a bit later. But I would love to see pictures of your finished disciples. And what would be even better is if you could come up with a little skit of the Lord's Supper with your disciples and your biscuit Jesus, and send that to me this week. Me and William are going to make biscuits that look like disciples and Jesus, so we're going to try and make the Lord's Supper in biscuit form. What do we need, William, to make these biscuits?
Like gingerbread.
We need a knife,
A whisk. And a spoon.
a tablespoon, a bowl, flour,
and butter.
and sugar, a fridge and an oven.
And that.
And that. So, William, we need 5 spoonfuls of sugar. Can you put 5 into here? 1.
We need lots.
Keep going. 2. 3. 4. Last one. 5. Then we need 4 butter spoons. So the way we'll do this is we'll get a rough spoon, and then you need your knife to go scrape, and then we need 3 more.
I do it.
Okay.
With scrape, and I'll hold both.
That's it, get a big old
A little bit
spoonful.
more than that.
Lots of butter.
Shall I scrape this one off, or are you going to do it?
It's 3.
Go on, scrape that off. 2. Then we'll get, oh, Mummy, pick up another spoonful and then you can scrape it off. 3. And 4.
4.
Okay, then we need to whisk. So let's leave them there. Whisk all of that together.
I do it.
Whisk, 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 whisk. Okay, we've now whisked our butter and sugar together. See?
Like gingerbread.
Yeah. Now we need 8 spoonfuls of flour.
Yeah. And we need some more food.
Okay, ready? 1,
We need some more food, Mummy.
2,
Lots and lots.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Great! Hooray! That'll do. And now, oh, where's the spoon? Scrape the rest of that off. We can mix that together.
That will work.
That'll work.
Mix, mix, mix.
William and I have already cleaned our hands, so make sure you clean your hands before you start. Because we may need to get our hands into here.
Oh.
Should we get our hands in and mix it up?
Yeah.
Pull your sleeves back.
Let's pull them up a bit. Ready to mix with your hands?
Yeah.
That's it. Squidge it all together. Squidge, squidge,
Good
squidge.
job.
Lovely. Squish, squish,
Let's have a closer look at this.
squish, 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 squish. That's it. Squish it all together. Does it smell nice?
Yeah.
Lovely.
It melted.
All right, let Mummy do a bit.
Let me. Oh, wait.
That's it. Right, let Mummy do it. Till we get a nice little... Hold on, William. Till we get a nice little dough.
So, let's start with donut.
I think it's a little bit too floury. So we might need to have a tiny bit more butter. Okay, add that into it. Make it so it all sticks together nicely. Alright, once you've made a nice little dough and it all sticks together,
Donut.
then we're going to put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. After we've done that, we'll come back to you and show you what the next stage is. Okay, for this next bit, we need the oven on. It didn't actually say on the recipe, so I've just put it sort of 180. Tray with baking paper, rolling pin, knife, or if you have any people cutters, we don't, so we've got to make them ourselves. And a little bit of flour. And what we're going to do, Mr. William,
Yeah.
we need to spread some flour on here. Can you spread it around the table? Go like this. That's it. Spread it everywhere. All over the bench. We're going to get our biscuit mix from the fridge. We're going to make it into one dough. Add it to Mummy's hand. Okay, we had a little trouble. It was too crumbly, so we added another tablespoon of butter, put it back in the fridge, and now it was ready to roll out. Look, it's nice and flat now. We've rolled it out. So the next stage is to try and make some people. So I'm going to attempt. I'm very
That
poor
ear people, Mummy.
at art.
That ear people.
That's a foot, or maybe an arm, otherwise we won't have enough space. This can be a head.
This can be a head.
Another arm. That's an arm. Body.
What is that?
It's going to be a person.
Get the eyes, Mummy.
We can do the eyes at the end after it's cooked. There's my first person. So now we're going to make a few more of them. We'll lift it up.
I want to
Hold on.
it.
And put it on our baking tray.
What about a dog, Mummy?
And when we've made a few more, then we'll shove it in the oven for 12 minutes. And then we'll see what it looks
about
like
a dog?
after.
Doggy.
We'll do some more people, I think.
A doggy, Mummy.
There'll be a prize
I
at the
love
end if
doggies.
anyone can do a better
A
person than
doggy,
that.
Mummy.
Right, here is our disciples. If they come out the oven. Some of them
Right.
mainly look like blobs, but never mind. Now we're going to decorate them.
Let's take.
Oh, eyes, nose, mouth.
Oh.
Beautiful.
He's got a unibrow. Yeah. Oh, Tyson's a bit too.
Do you want to do some, William?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you move it. Oh.
No, I want to hold it.
All right. You squeeze it out. Oh. 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 Smile. Go on, squeeze.
A nose.
Yeah. It's like the Cookie Monster. Shouldn't say that.
Maybe try and make one look a bit different. Who's Jesus? So we need 12 disciples and
Can we eat
we
them?
need Jesus. This one looks very different. That one can be Jesus, the big one. Maybe put a heart on him or something.
Can we eat them? Can we eat them?
Yeah, we can when we've finished them.
Yummy.
That one's Jesus with the cross. Can you count how many other ones there are, William?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There we go.
So we
Right.
should
1,
have
2,
Jesus
3,
and 12
4,
disciples.
5.
Okay, next up is the story for this week. In a minute, you're going to need to pause this video and you need to get a bucket or a bowl, fill it up with water, and you'll also need a towel. Before the story starts, get this stuff ready and then listen carefully. I want you, as you listen to the story, to wash Mummy and Daddy's feet.
During the supper, Jesus got up from the table.
What? Mummy?
He poured water into a bowl and began to wash his disciples' feet. Peter said, "Lord, why do you wash my feet?" Jesus said, "If I do not wash you, you have no share with me." Peter said, "Lord, do not wash my feet only, but also my hand and my head." Jesus replied, "If one has had a bath, he is not dirty, except his feet, and you are clean." After he had dried their feet, he sat back down at the table. He said to them,
Annie,
"Do you understand what I've done?
it's still,
You call me Lord.
it's still
If I, your Lord, have washed your feet, you should wash one another's feet.
Annie,
For I have given you an example. A servant is not greater than his master,
still dirty.
nor is a messenger
Huh?
greater than the one who sent him.
And then,
If you know these things, blessed are you who do them." Then he took a piece of bread, gave thanks to God, broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body.
this is, I am Jesus.
This is my body, which is given for you. Do this in memory of me."
I am Jesus.
In the same way, he gave them the cup after the supper. "This cup is God's new covenant, sealed with my blood, which is poured out for you."
Well done, everyone. I hope Mummy and Daddy have beautiful feet now. Okay, next up is our memory verse. Who is ready? I hope mummies and daddies, you're ready too. As you can see, it's a little bit longer than last week's memory verse, so instead we're going to take 2 pieces of paper off at a time. And once you know it off by heart, please send another video of you saying it off by heart. And what would be even better is if you can send a video of you saying this one and last week's video, memory verse, in one video together. Okay, John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me never will be thirsty. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never, I think these are meant to be the other way around, sorry, will never be thirsty. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, oh dear, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. Keep going, we can do this. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. Are you getting on, parents? John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. 3 more times. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never be hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. 2 more times. John 6 verse 35. I am the bread. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. Last time. John 6 verse 35. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. Hooray, we did it! Well done, send me those videos. Okay, last up is our craft. This is William's finished product. Don't know if you can see that very well. What you need to do, this is the sheet. You need to colour this in first. Then we cut around the dotted line. And you also need to cut out the wine glass and the bread. And then we fold it along the purple lines so that it looks like this. So you've got to watch to see that you fold them the right way. And then you need a little bit of glue to stick on your wine and your bread. And then that's that. So if you could all send me your videos and your pictures on the WhatsApp group. I'm sorry that the Facebook page didn't work, but if you'd like to be added to the Kids Work WhatsApp group where we're posting all this stuff to do with the videos, then please just contact me and I'll add you to that. If you haven't done your M&M prayers this week, then please do them this week. And if you have done them, then let's just do them again this week. Maybe you want to send a picture or a video of that as well. And that's it. Well done for everything. Can't wait to see all the pictures and videos. Let's close in prayer and then we can join in with the rest of the church activities. Thank you, God, for all the kids at Turners Hill Free Church. Thank you that you love us. Thank you that you came to serve us. Thank you that you came to wash us clean and give us all that we need. Thank you that you are the bread of life. And in you, we have all that we need. Thank you that it is close to Easter and help us to be reminded of you and what you have done for us and celebrate in your victory. Amen.